Welcome, friends. Today, in this particular session, I'm going to deal with the first SEM VTU C programming programs, lab programs. So, let us discuss a example wherein we are supposed to enter a sentence and the program's task is to find out the number of vowels. That is, we are supposed to find out the frequency of vowels and also find the number of total consonants. So, for this particular example, for this particular program, if you take an example as C programming lab, okay. So, in this case, if you consider the vowels are like O, A, I, A, fine. So in this case, we are supposed to find out the vowels A, E, I, O, and U, fine. Either A or the lowercase a or the uppercase a. On the same lines, the lowercase e or the uppercase e, the lowercase I and the uppercase I, the lowercase o and the uppercase o, the lowercase u and the uppercase u. Fine. So first task is to find out the frequency of each individual vowels. Fine. So in this case, the frequency of A in this particular sentence is 2. Then next, the frequency of E is 0. Fine. So on the same lines, we need to consider the other vowels and their frequencies in a particular statement or sentence. And other part of the program is you're supposed to find out the consonants, the total consonants. So in this program, apart from the vowels, if you consider the consonants are like C, P, R, G, R, M, M, N, G, L, B. Fine. So we are supposed to find out or we need to print the total number of consonants over here. Fine. So in order to achieve this task, we write a program and that program I would be explaining you step by step. So the program goes like this. So as I said, we are supposed to find out the frequency of each individual vowels and the total number of consonants, and we are supposed to read a sentence, a string. So for that, the initial requirements are like count A for counting the frequency of vowel A, count E, count I, count O, count U. So these are the counters for the individual vowels, and there is a counter for the consonant also. Fine. Then we have a character string, a character array declared to accept the string. Next, we give a statement as enter a sentence. Okay, we make use of non-formatted input statement, that is get yes, to accept the string. Fine. So suppose we enter the string over here, say C lab. Fine. So let me take this example through a document. Okay, not an issue. Here itself can consider this. So if I consider this to be as C programming lab, C pro. So this C programming lab is stored in an array. Is stored in an array. Fine. So here, if you consider the individual characters are stored at individual locations of the array, like str of 0 holds C, str of 1 holds the space, str of 2 holds P, str of 3 holds R. Okay, so on the same lines all the characters are available at individual locations of the array. Fine. Now our task is to find out the frequencies of individual vowels. So let us go with the problem. Let me take a for loop for I equal to 0. Then yes, till str of I becomes null. So you know that C programming in a sentence, in a C programming, when we make use of a string, the string is terminated by a null character at the end. So we have a null character at the end which specifies the end of the string. It's a delimiter. So we are going to make use of this for loop. We are going to make use of this for loop till we reach this null character. Okay. So for I equal to 0, str of 0, substitute the value of I, str of 0, is it not equal to 0? Is it not equal to null? Yes, in this case. So if you consider str of 0, it is C character. So is it null or not null? It is not null. Fine. So the condition is true in this case and you come inside. Fine. And also we need to take care about the blank spaces. In this particular string C programming lab, we have two blank spaces. Okay, so a blank space is neither a vowel nor a consonant. So what care should be taken? We need to just do nothing whenever there is a blank space. So for that reason we have given this statement. If str of I, that is, if while reading the characters in this string, if we encounter a space, what should be done? So whenever we encounter a space, like if str of I equal to blank space, then we say just say continue with the next iteration. What we say? Continue with the next iteration. So here, now in this case, as I equal to 0, the first character is C. Is it blank space? No. So we come to the switch part. So switch will accept this str of I, that is C. Okay, and check out with the cases whether C belongs to any of these cases. Does this capital C belong to any of these cases? Case A, case E, case I, case O, case U? No, it does not belong to any of these cases. It means what? It is not a vowel. Fine. So obviously it will go to the default statement, default case wherein the consonants is incremented by 1. That's true. C is not a vowel, it is a consonant, so it will be incremented by 1. Fine. So after this, what happens is the switch statement, okay, breaks, and you are continued with what? This break refers to what? Break in the switch. Then after that, you have this bracket which refers to the for loop, which will continue for the next character. Okay, now we have scanned C. Next character is space, this blank space. Okay, now that is I equal to 1. So str of 1 is a blank space. So is it null? No. So you come inside and say if str of I equal to blank space, what should be done? Continue. Continue in the sense what? Go to the next iteration of the for loop. Okay, so I gets incremented by 1, so I becomes 2. So now you check out for str of 2. So is str of 2 equal to null? No. So you come inside and check whether str of 2, is it a blank space? No. So you come to the switch part. Okay. So again switch with the str of I, that is str of 2, that is nothing but the P character. Does it match with any of these cases? No. It does not match with any of these cases. So directly again it will come to the default case and consonant get incremented by 1. Okay, so by now the const is equal to 2 because this statement got executed 2 times. Fine. Now once again I gets incremented by 1, so I will be pointing now to r. Okay, so I equal to 3, so str of 3, is it null? Str of 3 is r, it is not null. So you come inside and check out whether str of 3 is it equal to blank space. Is r equal to blank space? No. So we come to the switch part. So after coming into the switch part, you check out whether this character r refers to any of these cases. It does not refer to any of these cases. Obviously it will go to once again the default case wherein consonants count is incremented by 1, which is nothing but 3. Okay, now again I gets incremented by 1. So the I will be pointing at this fourth index. So str of 4, is it null? No. Then str of 4, is it space? No. So str of 4, does it match with any of these cases? Yes. In this case O. So case A, E, I, O. So O case is satisfied. So here count of O gets incremented by 1. Okay, count of O gets incremented by 1. So on the same lines it goes on continuing for the way different characters in this string, and at the end we are left up with the counters and their values what are available after the execution of the program. Okay, so later on what we do is we just display the vowels frequency as number of A's, number of E's, number of I's, number of O's, number of U's, which are available in the counters count A, count E, count I, count O, count U. Then if you wish you can sum up the counters to know the total number of vowels. Then we display the total number of vowels, then total number of consonants equal to the contents of the consonants counter. Okay, that's it. Very simple program this is. Let's see how the program executes. We'll go to the, we'll save this file. So activities, we'll go to the terminal. So we'll compile this program. Vowels.c. const, okay, 39, line number 39. Yeah, this part actually I should have commented this part. Okay, so activities, will once again compile. Okay, will execute, enter a sentence, C programming lab. Okay, so with respect to this particular string we get the vowels frequencies A as 2 times, number of E's 0, I 1, O 1, U 0. The total number of vowels is 4, the total number of consonants is 11. So I hope you have understood this program. So thanks for watching this video.